another important thing to know about flows is that flows can also trigger other flows. As an example, let's add an input. Under this, let's add a icon. And under this one, let's add a label. Let's give the icon a value by default. Let's give the label a caption by default. So what we'll do now is we'll add a flow here. I want to affect the icon, which doesn't have an ID yet. I want to affect its color. And since I'm leaving out from and from key, that means I'm using my own value. So let's assign this ID, icon1. Make sure this works. And what we also want to do is when this label changes, we want to also change the label's caption to the color that we entered. So we could add another flow saying I want to affect L1 caption. Now, of course, we just need to specify this label. Now, when the input's value changes, we're affecting icon1 color and we're affecting label1 caption. We could also decide to place this flow somewhere else. So we could have put this flow on the label itself, like this. Now we have flowing from the input to icon1's color. And here on the label, we're saying from, which we don't know yet. Input 1. Just make these names a bit nicer. So now we have a flow on the input saying when my own value changes, change the color of the icon. And on the label, we're saying that when the input's value changes, value of course being default because from key isn't specified, when input 1 value changes, our own caption changes. But we don't need to specify it in this way. Something we can also do is have an inferred flow. So far all we've done is we've said that when my own value changes, I want to affect other things. So when my value changes, I want to affect the icon. When my value changes, I want to affect the label. But we can also have inferred changes. So because we know that the icon will change, we could add flows here, for example. We could say when my own color changes, I want to affect label 1, the caption. So now input 1 value changes, icon 1 color changes. Icon 1 color changes, label 1 caption changes. Something you'll notice is even though we haven't typed the name of a color, the caption is still changing. That's because internally the color is changing for this one, but it's just not a valid value. If we look at DevTools and inspect this icon, you'll see the color is currently set to PUR, which is what we typed.